Back here on the Rich Eisen Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you back on the program here on the Roku Sports Channel. Ladies and gentlemen, The Miz is here.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are we thanking you for?
Because I'm here and
you're awesome.
I brought a championship because we're probably not going to get a championship this year. I came on this show last time. I said the Browns were going undefeated this season. And I believe after maybe the first game, I texted you and I said, maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, actually, here is the text exchange.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the Browns are not going undefeated. This was the Monday after the Browns lost to the Cowboys in convincing fashion. Took you a day to get through it.
Can I say something, though?
Please. Please.
I feel like it's a new season. Nick Chubb is back. The rust is off now. Last week, people were like, oh, they lost last week. The rust is off.
The rust is off of
now,
Nick Chubb.
This week, we come in, and I feel like it's a whole new season.
Okay.
And we could actually make a run for the playoffs. And I know I sound a little crazy right now.
Okay.
But
I respect
Jameis Winston has wins in his name. W-I-N-S.
That's facts.
And that is our starting quarterback.
That's true.
And if you've seen his pregame pump-up speeches,
yes,
it makes you want to run through a wall.
Okay.
I don't know for a good reason or a bad reason, but it makes you want to run through a wall.
Well, he has wins, but after that is the word ton, and I think that is the actual weight of what you're shoveling right now.
I feel like we're in the same position. Like the Jets and the Cleveland Browns are in the same position.
Okay.
And so
Let's hear this.
If the Jets feel like they can make a playoff run, then why not Cleveland?
Got a point.
Why not us?
Interesting.
Why not us?
Why not us?
Why not?
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Who says no?
Do you say no?
Yes,
Can
I
they
do.
do it? You think the Jets can't do
Miz is
it?
here, everybody.
I think the Jets can do it. They got a good defense.
sure,
they
the
have a
Jets can
quarterback
do it.
that's been an MVP. They have an
They're 2 and-
all-time
Yes.
wide receiver.
They do.
Brees Hall might be one of the
agree.
greats in running backs.
I agree.
We'll be talking 10 years from now.
The Jets are 2-5. The Browns are 1-6, and you've got your Browns championship.
Chubb is back.
belt. And by the way, that is awesome. I couldn't root for that guy any more, any
you know
harder.
what? That's everyone's sentiment. When he came back, like I almost had a tear in my eye, and I don't know why. I never even met the guy before.
Right.
But there's something about Nick Chubb that you just root for.
Well, it's hard
Whether
work. It's hard work.
That's
It's
it.
hard work. It's dedication. It's love of the craft. It's coming off of the off the mat. You know, it's all of that. And when he came into the league, if I'm not mistaken, you're the Georgia expert here. I mean,
Sony Michel.
Sony Michel
That was
the
number
guy.
one.
It was both of them.
Sony Michel was the guy that everybody thought was going to have a bigger NFL career than Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? And, you know, Sony Michel does have a ring and a touchdown in the Super Bowl, but he's out of the league. And Nick Chubb, how many times did you think he was going to be out of the league? And then he stays around, comes back.
He stays around, but he's like a hub. Like he is like a person that can give a season hope.
Right.
You know, even though people are like, yeah, the Browns this, the Browns that, you're a joke, whatever. But if we just run the ball, play solid defense with Myles Garrett, who might be one of the best defensive players we've ever seen in the NFL.
Yes.
If we can just stick to that, we can win football games. And it's week by week. Week by week, you get win after win after win. And guess what? Some way, somehow, you make it in the playoffs.
And by the way, Hub is part of Chubb's name.
There it is.
Wins is part of Winston's name.
Look at us.
You got a wins.
We're thinking
and a
alike.
hub. You got a hub
We're
and
here.
a wins.
We're here. Do you got anything like that at the Jets?
Well, I mean, what do I got?
You got a guy who has a Taco Bell in the crib.
I don't know. You can't spell Hall without ha. But I mean, I don't know.
Wilson,
Dude,
you have the will to win.
To win, yes.
Maybe.
Yes, we've got.
Rodgers makes you go grrr.
Is that it? Oh my God! But where does your optimism come from, man?
Cleveland. That's what we've been bred this. I thought the Guardians were going to the World Series, and then I realized we didn't have enough money to buy all our players. New York Yankees always buy all of our great players. Go to like the Yankees or the Mets. or Dodgers. They just buy their victories. And there's the Cleveland Guardians, who has a brand new coach, by the way. Congratulations on, I believe he just got Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Stephen Vogt. But come on, man. You know, that whole business of the Yankees buy their team, it's always like, well, you guys never make the World Series and you buy your players, and then all of a sudden they make the World Series. It's because they buy their players. You can't have it both ways, Miz. You just can't.
I'm not saying the other way. I'm just saying, yes, you guys pay a lot of money.
Over the last 15 years, you would have gone the other way.
The Cleveland Guardians have an amazing farm system. And it's a proven farm system. I wish the Browns were the same type of system where it's just they're always going to be in the postseason. They're always going to do well. You're always going to root for them. But the Browns can never figure that out. And then you look at the Cavs. The Cavs, same way. Like, my gosh, like, who do we have? We have Spida. Yes.
Yes, you do.
Great.
Yeah.
And then we drafted a bunch of good, solid talent around them. We had to pay for our players. And I feel like we're going to go to the postseason as well. Why can't the Browns do this? I don't understand it. We had Baker Mayfield. We had him. Like, had him. He and now you look at him in Tampa.
Yeah.
And he's doing great. And people are like, oh, what happens when Evans and Godwin leave? He'll find someone else. Guess Chad Otten's going to be the new all-star there with White running the ball and Bucky Irvin just doing great because that's the type of person Baker is. And Baker had that grit that Cleveland needed.
Yeah, right.
And then we got rid of him, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. And I'm still upset about it, by the way.
You keep coming back for
But then
more.
your Jets could sit there and say, we had Sam Darnold. We had him. We had Sam Darnold, and now look at him. Now look at him on the Vikings. They're like 5-1. Yeah. They're doing great. Justin Jefferson's great.
But but I'm not nearly as optimistic as you. It's been beaten out of me. It totally has. It's been beaten out of me. Like right now, Jets are 2-5. I'm kind of out. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sitting here going living and dying.
I'm
each
not
week.
the only one that's still in.
The Yankees in the World Series. I know you're not the only one.
All my friends call me up and say we can still do this. And I guarantee after I'm done with this interview, they're going to text me and go, "You're absolutely right. He was wrong. He was wrong." Rich has no idea what he's talking about. He talks about football all day long. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.